The Stick Man by Vision Psych 7. It was in the year 1895, after dozens of little children had gone missing, that rumors of a tall, monstrous, and terribly skinny man had taken the children began. These rumors came directly from the parents and brothers and sisters of the missing children themselves, who saw this man that they called the Stick Man. Here is one such tale of a young girl named Agatha. Little Agatha was a bright and happy young girl. She lived with her parents and older brother in a nice home in a quaint town. Agatha was still young enough that she needed a babysitter or a nanny to watch over her when her parents were at work. Her older brother Todd was old enough to watch after himself, and he could come and go as he pleased. So, Agatha's parents hired a young woman named Amelia to watch after her. After Amelia had left from her first day of watching on Agatha, Agatha's parents asked her if she liked Amelia. Agatha said she loved her and that she was the nicest nanny she could ever imagine. She said she had so much fun and that Amelia had taught her a special new trick, but that she was not allowed to tell her parents about it. Her parents smiled, amused, but satisfied that Agatha seemed so happy with Amelia. As the week went on, Agatha's parents noticed that she seemed to spend a lot of time in the darkest corner of the living room, playing with her toys. She would sing to herself a strange little poem that they had never heard before. She would also talk to herself, giggle and laugh a lot. But they thought that maybe Amelia had taught her the poem and paid little attention to it. At the end of the first week of Amelia watching on Agatha, Agatha's parents had decided to surprise her and Todd by coming home early from work so they could take them both to the town fair for the night. For this reason, they came in through the back door to surprise the two. But when they entered the house, it was they themselves who got the surprise. They walked quietly through the kitchen and down the hallway towards the living room. And just as they turned into the living room, they stopped in their tracks. For there, in front of them, was Amelia, sitting on the couch next to Agatha, who was on the floor with her toys. But there was something else. There, towering above Agatha, was one of the most frightening things they'd ever seen. It was a tall, skinny man with giant, sharp teeth behind a massive, curled grin, playing with Agatha and her toys. He looked up quickly at Agatha's parents, with loud snapping sounds like twigs breaking. His eyes were a piercing, fiery yellow, which immediately became angry. And like lightning, he wrapped his long branch-like arms around Agatha, placing his enormous wiry fingers around her face and dragging her backwards into the darkness of the corner. Loud snapping and crunching sounds filled the room as he disappeared with Agatha into the walls. Amelia jumped over the couch and bolted across the room and out the front door before seeming to vanish into thin air. Agatha was never seen again. Most of the stories about the Stickman have disappeared from history. As authorities erased the information, they were worried it would create too much fear. But as children continue to disappear, one has to wonder, is the Stickman still here? It is said that if you say the following little poem, that the Stickman will come out to play. Stickman, Stickman, come and play. I have a toy and can play all day. Stickman, Stickman, won't you say?
I'll come to play forever and a day.